Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome back to more Elder Scrolls Online. My name is Raven from the Sky.
Leowyn has problems enough, and now the predictions of the Wood Elf Archer seem to be coming true. Damn these old Imperial secrets. Councillor Jirik has disappeared, and my Ivory Brigade is spread thin as a sliver of butter on day-old bread.
Tell me more about this Wood Elf Archer and the Imperial secrets.
The Wood Elf, Everly Sharparrow. She brought news that the Dark Brotherhood was targeting members of the Elder Council. All because of some secret of the Longhouse Emperors. We took her warning seriously, but Jirik refused Brigadine protection.
You think the Dark Brotherhood harmed Councillor Jirik?
With that guild of assassins, I'm not sure what to think. But Jirik is missing, and I don't have enough Brigadines at the ready to conduct a proper search. You look capable. Care to earn some gold and help us determine the Councilor's fate?
I'll try to find the Councillor Jirik.
Here, let me update your map. These are places Jirik visits during her daily routine. If something befell her, it happened somewhere along this path. Meanwhile, I have Everly Sharparrow checking locations in the city. She was very eager to help.
What else can you tell me about Councillor Jirik?
Councillor Jirik was a member of the Imperial Elder Council, back when we still had an empire. Now her title is mostly ceremonial, but she continues to assist the legates by serving as an intermediary with the local nobility.
The legates?
Since the collapse of the Empire and the dissolution of the Elder Council, Leowyn has become an independent city-state. Countess Caro sits on the throne, but the Chamber of Legates governs the city.
You have a countess, but the legates are in charge?
I suppose the Countess is technically the highest authority in Leowyn, but she leaves the administration of the city to the Chamber of Legates. Leviticus, another former council elder, leads this august body, along with Tebeziko and Amhalu.
Tell me about the locations you marked on my map.
Councillor Jirik is a creature of habit. Her daily routine is to stroll along the river and stop to read near a cave across the way. While Everly Sharparrow examines spots the councillor frequents in the city, you should check these locations.
I know Everly Sharparrow.
Interesting. She arrived a short time ago with a tale straight out of a mystery novel. She said that Emperor Leovik's former steward had been murdered by the Dark Brotherhood, killed over some secret pertaining to the Longhouse Emperors.
I was with Everly when we found the steward's body.
Ah, then you must be the associate she was waiting for. She'll be glad to hear that you've arrived. Everly presented her evidence to Councillor Leviticus, that the members of the Elder Council were in danger. He decided the threat was credible.
Where's Everly now?
Councillor Leviticus has kept her close, while the two of them try to make sense of this so-called secret. I have yet to be made privy to the details. With Jirik's disappearance, I'll send Everly to check places the Councilor frequents in the city.
Goodbye.
Captain, are you really trusting the fate of Councillor Jirik to this outsider?
Well, why didn't Councillor Jirik heed your warnings?
If the Ivory Brigade requires mercenaries to do their job, perhaps Leowyn needs different protectors.
What do you want?
We'll head to this location. It's near here first. Going for a nice little swimmy swim. Lucky adventurer. Our chances are non-existent. The blue. Chief Counsel Leviticus. While our time serving together on the Imperial Elder Council is long past, I still consider you to be both a colleague and a friend. I know I ignored the warning the Wood Elf brought you. Refused to believe that old secret still held any power, any danger. I was wrong. I received a letter from Pharaoh Lupus today, which, if the reports of his death are accurate, he must have sent before he was murdered, and I fear that I am being followed. I thought I caught a glimpse of a dark figure watching me from the rocks during my island walk this morning. I was so rattled by the sight that I dropped Pharaoh's letter. Didn't realize I had lost it until I had almost reached the cave. This must be related to a project Emperor Morikar gave me some 20 years back. He needed caretakers for some sort of storage vaults, and I procured them, set up the contracts, paid the costs, but that was so long ago. Even as I write this, I can feel the noose drawing tight. If you receive this, tell the others, convince them to heed the warning and accept your assistance, the secret of the Longhouse Emperors. I think this time it really will be the death of me, Counselor Jirik.
Over here, Rockgrove begs for your aid.
Hajmota. Counselor Jurek, I hope this letter finds you in good health and in better spirits, my old friend. Though years have passed since I was Emperor Leviticus Steward, and you were one of his elder counselors, I fear that the secrets of the Longhouse Emperors continue to haunt us. You and other members of Elder Council are in grave danger. Actions that you and your colleagues performed over the years for the Longhouse Emperors have inadvertently made you targets for as a yet unknown entity or entities. Of course, we both know that you are only following orders, performing your duties. Unfortunately, those who hunt you care little for the reasons. They only want to eliminate everyone who many know, even the tiniest fraction of Emperor Lovic's final secrets. I said Leviticus. Leovic. I wish I could provide you with more information, but for now, this is all I know. If I learn anything further, I will be in touch. For now, please be cautious and sleep with one eye open. Pharaoh Lupus.
Counselor Jurek? Oh, pardon me. You're not the counselor.
And who are you? Malona Hannes.
Apologies. I heard you stumbling about and thought it might be Counselor Jurek.
Who are you?
Oh, no one important, I assure you. I'm simply one of the counselor's aides. I help her with paperwork mostly. Run errands, that sort of thing.
Captain Rion sent me to find the counselor. He thinks she might be in danger.
She initially refused the captain's offer, but she received a letter that made her uneasy. Last I saw, she was headed back to the city by way of the Eastern Gate. But she never returned to her manor, so I came to look for her. Please, find her.
Goodbye.
I refused to believe, but Farrell, Leviticus, they
What
were
is
right.
Leviticus? What happened to you, counselor?
I was attacked. An assassin. You must warn the others, the counselors. Leofic's secret, it will be the death of us all.
Counselor Jurek!
Counselor
Wow.
Jurek! Damn, we're too late!
The Brotherhood. Yep. That's this sign.
Damn it! Looks like we were both too late. It's just like I expected when we found that list with all the counselors' names on it. I hate being right when somebody dies. Glad to see you made it here, by the way. Did you happen to see who killed her?
I didn't see who attacked her, but there's a note beside her body.
The mark of the Dark Brotherhood, just like Pharaoh Lupus. Remember I said I was going to find Leviticus? Well, I did. And turns out, he's the head of the city's Chamber of Legates. I just wish another person hadn't died because of this damn secret.
Remind me about the secret?
The secret of the Longhouse Emperors. It has something to do with the 4 ambitions of Mehrunes Dagon. I think they're Daedric weapons, but that's all we know so far. Remember, I was working for Pharaoh Lupus. He sent me to find that strange tome.
I found a letter to Counselor Jurek from Pharaoh Lupus to warn her that she was in danger.
Right, and we found that list with all the counselors' names on it. Pharaoh's too. The one that suggested they all knew something about the ambitions. Since Pharaoh was murdered, I figured the others were in danger too. Looks like I was right.
Do you know where the rest of the counselors are?
Let me have your map. This is where Counselors Valeria and Sophis were last time I checked. Go warn them. Convince them the threat is real. Then meet me at Counselor Jirek's manor in the city. Maybe we can find something more about this secret.
I'll go warn the counselors and meet you at Jurek's manor.
I'll get the city guards to come and gather the counselor's body. She shouldn't just be left out here. Then I'll head to Counselor Jirek's manor. When you're done checking on Counselor Valeria and Counselor Sophis, meet me there.
We weren't expecting visitors. Are you here to see the counselor? Are you here to speak with Counselor Sophis? I'm afraid my husband has taken our dog for a walk. Is there something I could help you with, perhaps?
I need to find the counselor. He may be in danger.
Danger? What are you talking about? Does this have something to do with that letter? And who are you, by the way?
Captain Rian sent me to check on Counselor Sophis.
Captain Rian? I see. Well, if the Ivory Brigade sent you, my husband likes to walk our dog Chero along the tree line. Go on and find him. I'll wait here in case he returns.
You mentioned a letter?
My husband, Valen, received a letter from an old friend this morning. Lupus, Emperor Leovic's steward. I could see that whatever was in that letter upset him, but he didn't want to discuss it, and I didn't push him. Now please, go find him. What's taking you so long? They should...
Valen! No! Oh, Valen! Oh, my love! What happened? I thought Captain Rian sent you to protect my husband!
I was too late. He was already dead when I found him.
You know, Valen acted strange after the letter from Lupus arrived. He didn't tell me what it said, and I never asked. Before he left today, he gave me a sealed scroll, said to give it to Counselor Leviticus if anything ever happened to him.
A scroll?
A scroll, sealed and bearing my husband's stamp. Take it. Give it to Counselor Leviticus. I hope it helps catch whoever murdered my husband. I'll summon the town guard. They'll help me with my husband.
What is it?
I wonder if she did too. At the hands of the Dark Brotherhood. Maybe she's the only living one. Maybe we're not too late. Maybe.
Stay alert. I have it on good authority that I'm in danger.
She's still living.
Of course, Counselor.
Step back and state your business. I have every reason to believe that my life is in danger. If you so much as make a threatening gesture, the Brigandine will dismember you. He has very strict orders on that regard.
I'm working for Captain Rion Leora. I was sent to tell you the threat is real.
I was beginning to suspect as much. Very well. Tell me everything that you have learned. Leave nothing out. I want to hear it all.
The Dark Brotherhood has already murdered Pharaoh Lupus and Counselor Jirik.
Lupus? Emperor Leovik's old steward? And Jirik as well? Gods, they are targeting the Elder Council. Anything else? Tell me. The slightest detail could mean the difference between life and death.
We think it has something to do with Leovik's secret. Something called the Four Ambitions.
The Ambitions? I heard that term once before, years ago. I must go to Tidewater Cave. I have a cache hidden there, and I need to check my records. Meanwhile, I suggest you find Jirik's files. She kept them in a hidden compartment in her nightstand.
Your records include information on Leovik's secret?
Possibly. I oversaw the Imperial Treasury, so my records deal with expenditures and collections. I have documents going as far back as Emperor Morikar, possibly even Durkarach, and I know I saw that term someplace. I will see what I can find.
How well did you know Counselor Jirik?
Extremely well. We were rivals as well as colleagues on the Elder Council. It was that way between all of the counselors, I suppose. Her death is a tragedy, however. I will miss her.
The champion has arrived!
Hey, over here! I'm glad you're here. I've been searching all over, but I could use your help. This place is huge. Why do rich people need so many rooms? Oh, but tell me, did you warn the counselors like I asked?
Valeria has protection and is going to search her records. But I was too late to save Sophus.
Sophus is dead? Damn! Was it the Dark Brotherhood? What am I saying? Of course it was. I've torn this place apart, but so far I haven't found anything related to Imperial secrets or the ambitions. Maybe you can spot something I missed.
Counselor Valeria told me Jirik kept records in a hidden compartment in her nightstand.
I knew you'd be a help, but I didn't expect you to just have the answer the moment you walked in. Good job! Counselor Jirik's bedroom is upstairs. Let's see if we can find that hidden compartment.
Goodbye. It is time to rally the caretakers and move the ambitions. The new vault location should ensure their safety and keep them hidden until I or the High Priest call for them. The forces loyal to the traitor, Varian, draw ever closer, and we cannot allow the ambitions to fall into their hands. This is your official order. Act immediately. Oh, wait. Oh, well. Goes to the next page.
A hidden compartment? I love it! I mean, I hate that people have died, but... so, what did you find?
It's an order from Emperor Leovic. He told Jerick to move the ambitions, but the last lines is in code.
Let me see that. That's a code, all right. Some of the other documents I found use something similar. You know, I'm really starting to hate all this secrecy surrounding the ambitions.
Your brother Barian helped us before. Do you think he can decipher it?
I'm almost certain of it. And Councillor Leviticus knows my brother. We talked about him a bit when I arrived. If there isn't a qualified scribe nearby, I can send for my brother. Let's go to Leowyn Castle and talk to Leviticus.
I'll meet you at Leowyn Castle.
I can't help feeling that once we solve the secret of the Longhouse Emperors, we'll know how to stop the Dark Brotherhood from murdering any more of the Councillors. I'll see you at the castle.
I need your report, mercenary. Word reached me that Councillor Jerick was murdered. What about Sophus and Valeria? And did you find definitive proof that the Dark Brotherhood is our culprit?
Councillor Sophus has been murdered too, but Valeria is safe. These notes were by each of the bodies.
That's the Black Hand, symbol of the Dark Brotherhood. I wish Jerick and Sophus had allowed me to assign brigadines to protect them. At least Valeria, however reluctantly, agreed to a military escort. Did you and Everly uncover any other information?
We gathered a few documents we think Councillor Leviticus should see.
It appears that Councillor Leviticus's trust in the Wood Elf was not misplaced. Very well. You and Everly can head in and talk to the Councillor.
Captain Rian and the Ivory Brigade will deal with the Dark Brotherhood. We're perfectly safe in here.
Your damn empire, Leviticus. It no longer exists, but it still causes us trouble.
You must be the mercenary that Captain Rian told me about. And I see you're working with Everly Sharparrow. Good. Good. I assume you have something to report. I'm listening.
Councillors Jerick and Sophus were murdered. These notes were left beside the bodies.
Damn it all to oblivion and back. I should have taken Pharo Lupus more seriously when I received his letter. This is definitely the mark of the Dark Brotherhood. Anything else to add to this?
Jerick and Sophus left behind documents, but part of them is written in code.
Yes, that's the Longhouse Emperor's code. Only a handful of Imperial scribes can decipher it. I know one. Baragon. I'll send for him at once. Meanwhile, we must warn the remaining councillors on the list. Eivor, Valeria, Itinia, and Vondacia.
Counselor Valeria is under guard and collecting her records from Tidewater Cave.
Very good. I've sent messages to Itinia and Vandacia already, as neither of them are currently within Leowin's jurisdiction. I need you to go to Fort Blueblood. Counselor Eivor has taken refuge there, but I'd prefer to have her here in Leowin.
I'll go to Fort Blueblood and talk to Counselor Eivor.
Everything we do now must be swift if we are to get ahead of this. Go to Fort Blueblood and convince Counselor Eivor to return to the city. She'll be safer here than at the fort.
Why is Counselor Eivor at Fort Blueblood?
Eivor has always had an affinity for the Imperial military. When she received her letter of warning from Pharaoh Lupus, she sent word to me. Told me she was going to the fort, that the soldiers would protect her. I fear she is badly mistaken.
You don't think the fort is safe?
Only a token force of Brigadines guards Fort Blueblood. If the Dark Brotherhood is truly our enemy, I fear a lone assassin can bypass the fort's defenses with relative ease. Eivor would be better off here in the castle. Go and bring her back at once.
All right, you got it.
Fort Blueblood? That's to the east across the river. I'll meet you there.
Well?
Look, Counselor Leviticus and Captain Rianne sent me. I need to see Counselor Eivor now.
And what about my sister? She hasn't been seen since she took the Counselor her meal.
Counselor Eivor was very clear about this. She doesn't want to be disturbed. Oh, another mercenary. Is our Ivory Brigade so enfeebled that Captain Rianne must resort to hiring sellswords? Look, as I told the Wood Elf, Counselor Eivor was quite insistent. She doesn't want to be disturbed.
Captain Rianne and Counselor Leviticus sent us. Do you really want to get in the way of our mission?
All right, enough. I can see when I'm being overruled. Very well. I give you permission to enter the watchtower. Counselor Eivor's safety is now in your hands.
Why is that servant in an uproar?
Lurius? Oh, something about his sister. She's another servant here at the fort. Works in the kitchen, I believe. Apparently, she brought the counselor her meal. He says she never returned, but the servants look for any opportunity to sneak off.
Why did Counselor Eivor come to the Fort Blueblood?
The counselor demanded we protect her. Said her life was in danger, but refused to give me any details. Imperial confidentiality, she insisted, above my station. I put her up in the watchtower, and assigned a couple of brigadines to guard her.
Oh no! Counselor Eivor's been murdered! But where's the servant?
Oh my god.
The Dark Brotherhood's calling card.
Torn out.
Of course
and
they
removed.
tore out the pages and took them. Just when we were so close to finding out more about the ambitions. Eivor's meal is still warm. So what happened to the servant that delivered it? We have a door locked from the outside, a dead counselor, and a missing servant. Did the assassin take off with both the torn-out journal pages and the servant?
Yeah, more
Anyway,
likely.
they not only murdered Eivor, they probably know how to find the ambitions now.
How did the murderer get in and out of the watchtower without the brigadines noticing? Usually when it's like that, it's an inside job.
See that rope hanging from the top of the tower?
Or that
Bet
could
my
be...
bottom acorn that's how the assassin got in and out.
Bet my
The
bottom
missing
acorn.
servant. Something about that is knocking on the back of my head.
Right.
And why would the Dark Brotherhood take those pages?
Maybe the Dark Brotherhood wants the Daedric weapons for themselves.
Maybe. But everything I've read about the Dark Brotherhood never suggested they would be interested in weapons of war. If that's even what the ambitions are. Damn it. We're loosing arrows in the dark here. Let's tell Commander Orton about Eivor.
So, will Counselor Eivor be returning with you to Leowyn? Am I finally going to be able to get my fort back in order?
Counselor Eivor has been murdered.
Murdered? Gods, keep your voice down. Do you want to start a panic? Tell me what you found in the watchtower.
Eivor's meal was still warm but untouched, and the assassin left a calling card.
Let me see that. A black handprint. The sign of the Dark Brotherhood. But where is the servant, Talais? Is she involved in this fiasco? And how did she and the assassin get out of the watchtower? My brigadines never left their post.
There was a rope hanging from the ceiling of the watchtower.
Well, that explains some of it, but not all. We need to locate Talais. Since you're already involved and working for Captain Rian, I want you to quietly try to find Talais. Start by talking to the other servants in the kitchen and dining hall.
All right, grab a broom and start sweeping.
What? No, that's Talais's job.
And do you see Talais
Another new
anywhere?
face in the fort? First Counselor Eivor, now you and that cute wood elf. Look, I'd love to chat, but Talais has wandered off and left me to handle her chores.
I'm trying to find Talais. Any idea where we should look?
She took the Counselor her meal and hasn't returned. Did you check the watchtower? Eivor's a little old, but maybe Talais decided to improve her station, if you catch my meaning. Eivor reeks of fear. Maybe Talais finds that attractive.
What do you mean? The counselor reeks of fear.
Well, she's been acting like a frightened guar since she arrived. Stays locked up in the watchtower. Only lets a single servant in at a time. And I hear she's been burning papers. Documents of some kind. She's scared out of her wits, if you ask me.
The servants come to the kitchen to mutter and gossip. This one will not have it. Misaba asks that you do not distract them overly long, as they are already naturally lazy. What is it that you need?
Commander Orton asks us to locate Talais. Any idea where she might be?
That young woman. She has not returned from the watchtower, so her chores remain undone. And she took the pantry key with her when she went. It is no longer hanging on its hook. That is a clear violation of the kitchen rules. A clear violation.
Where is the pantry?
The pantry is in the cellar, but the door is around the side of the building. Talais mumbled something about how the counselor loves hot root flakes, grabbed the key and the tray of food and went off. This one hasn't seen her since.
Okay. Alright, so there's one more.
Your sister is fine. This one is certain.
Then where could she be? She would never neglect her duties.
Probably found a dark corner and someone to snuggle. Pardons, but as much as this one loves idle chatter, there is much work to be done.
Commander Orton sent us to find Talais. Any idea where we should look?
Ah, Talais. She worries her brother so. She asked me where we kept the hot root flakes. Counselor Eibor sprinkles them on every dish. I told her they are in the pantry, but you need the key from the kitchen to unlock the door.
Before we check the pantry, let's talk.
Okay.
So, what did we learn? Counselor Eibor was frightened, but that's understandable. Interesting that she was burning documents. Her journal indicated that she knew more than the others. And Talais visited the pantry before heading to the watchtower.
Do you think we should take a look in the pantry?
Couldn't hurt. And every mystery novel I ever read taught me you should always follow up on every clue.
Ain't that the truth?
Even the ones that seem insignificant.
Yep.
Let's check the pantry and see if she was looking for more than hot root flakes down there.
You can't take anything.
Is that... Damn it! They murdered Talais too! Why would the Dark Brotherhood murder... Oh no! We need to talk about this! Alright, I think I figured it out. The assassin followed Talais down here, murdered her, and took her place so they could gain access to the watchtower.
Yep.
Pretty clever, but they didn't have to kill her.
Does this sound like the usual way the Dark Brotherhood operates?
No, not from what I've read anyway. I thought they only killed those whose names appeared on their contracts.
Well, that's true too.
I can't imagine anyone asked them to kill a poor servant.
Should we return to Leowyn and inform Counselor Leviticus and Captain Rand?
Yes, but we still need to check on Counselor Valeria. And someone needs to go to Gideon and make sure that Counselor Vandacia is alright. Can I leave those tasks to you? I want to return to Leowyn and consult with Counselor Leviticus.
I can check with Valeria and Vandacia, but we also need to inform Commander Orton about this murder.
Oh, good point. Before you head out, report to Commander Orton. Tell him what happened to Talais, and how we think the assassin slipped into the watchtower undetected. His brigadines need to be able to recognize an imposter when they see one.
I'll report to the commander, contact the remaining counselors, and then meet you in Leowyn.
After you report to the commander, make contact with Counselors Valeria and Vandacia. Valeria went to Tidewater Cave to get her records, and Vandacia works in the Gideon courthouse. Cracked acorns! I suddenly had the weirdest feeling come over me.
Beverly, are you alright?
Yes. No, I don't know. We were talking about the counselors. Valeria and Vandacia suddenly I had a premonition. It was brief and disturbing and mildly unpleasant, like the dreams I've been having. But this is the first time while I was awake.
Tell me about the dreams.
Remember I told you about that strange book I found? The one with the Daedric writing that I can't read? I've been having bad dreams since I found it, and the dreams are becoming more frequent. This time it happened right while we were talking.
Tell me about the premonition.
It was just a flash, but it was accompanied by a feeling. I felt a sense of overwhelming evil, all tied up in the figure I saw in my mind. Like someone held a portrait in front of my face for just a moment and then pulled it away.
What did the figure look like?
It was one of the Waking Flame cultists, I think. Someone powerful, in command. A dark silhouette wrapped in a cloak. I'll never forget the feeling it invoked. It was like a wave of hopelessness. We can deal with this later. Let's get back to it.
What? All right. You talked to the fort's servants and rummaged around in our pantry. What's the verdict? Did you find the missing servant?
Talise is in the pantry. The assassin murdered her, pretended to beat her to get into the watchtower.
That's... Oh, that's horrible. Are you sure? No. Of course you're sure. No one would lie about something like that. I'll tell her brother what happened and send someone to tend to her body. Gods, what a day this has been.
cavalry has arrived.
The mercenary. A few moments later. Your timing really is impeccable. We've already packed up my records, and we're about to head out. But what news of the other counselors? Did your warnings reach them in time?
Counselor Sophus and Eber were murdered, just like Jurek. You need to go to Leowyn Castle.
All three of them? That's disheartening news. Well, I'll take my records to Leowyn. Perhaps between the two of us, Counselor Leviticus and I can ascertain what past incident has returned to haunt us.
What kind of records did you keep down here?
Oh, just a lifetime of public service and bureaucracy. Mostly financial records, but also meeting notes, ledgers, those sorts of things. I oversaw budgets and finances, the collection of taxes, public works, and I kept immaculate records.
We found Jurek's files, where you said Leviticus sent for a scribe to decipher the coded portions.
That's good to hear. Emperor Leovic loved to hide things in coded documents. But what about Counselor Vendacia? Do we know if he's still safe in Gideon?
I'm on my way to warn Counselor Vendacia next.
Perfect. Remind him he's too old to play the hero, and I want to see him in Leowyn Castle immediately, if not sooner. These brigadines will make sure I get to the city safely. Me and my records, both. Godspeed, mercenary.
She said remind him he's too old to play the hero. So what is he, one of those that like to cling on to the past? Hang on to past glory?
you deal with the criminal post-haste.
Your guards did their job, Counselor Vandacia. The prisoner is secure.
And what's this? More assassins? Explain yourself immediately. One attempt on my life today is more than enough. If you're another one of those Dark Brotherhood bastards, I assure you, you won't find either myself or Governor Keshu to be easy prey.
I'm no assassin, Counselor Leviticus. Sent me to warn you. He wants you to go to Leowen.
Warn me? As always, Leviticus offers too little and too late. I received the letter, same as the other counselors. My personal guard took the threat seriously, and we captured the assassin in the act. But what of my esteemed colleagues? Are they safe?
Counselor Jurek, Sophus, and Aber were murdered. They're all dead.
Dead? All three of them? This is unimaginable. Feral Lupus's letter suggested the Longhouse Emperors left behind a secret
See how he threw his
that would
arm up?
prove to be a threat.
He threw his arm like,
I
oh
thought
well.
he was just being melodramatic. Has Leviticus determined what this is about?
The secret concerns the 4 ambitions of Mehrunes Dagon. We're examining old records to learn more.
4 ambitions? Never heard of them. How could something I know nothing about make me a target of the Dark Brotherhood? It's got to be a mistake.
I'll question the prisoner.
You must question the prisoner. Get him to confess and reveal the truth of this sordid affair.
I'll question the prisoner. Where are you holding him?
Governor Keshu locked the prisoner in the holding cell in the courthouse basement. Question the villain and find out why the Dark Brotherhood is trying to wipe out anyone who was part of the Imperial Elder Council. I'll head for Leowen afterward.
You really don't have any idea what the secret of the Longhouse Emperors pertains to?
I wish there was something I could tell you. The letter I received suggested that some old council business was the cause of all this. Why the Dark Brotherhood would be interested in such menial affairs, I'm not sure. I'm completely baffled.
How did you manage to survive the attack and also capture the assassin?
My personal guard is dedicated and well trained. Not to mention lucky. I was nearing the courthouse when the assassins sprang from the shadows. My guards reacted instantly and overpowered the villain. We brought them here and Keshu locked them away.
The cell door is open. What happened here?
Poured something on the lock. Hit me. And escaped.
Some sort of acid ate right through the lock. Look, there's more of it on the floor.
He ran that way, toward the old ruins.
He almost knocked me over. How rude!
He attacked this legionnaire and ran into the ruins of the old city.
I'm gonna find this idiot. This way. So, man, it's awesome having other people do the same mission with you, I'm telling you. What's the time I do these bad boys solo dolo? ruins within Blood-Run Cave were gutted long ago, turned into a charnel pit by the local villagers. However, the sanctuary itself remains pristine. The cave's reputation as a place of untold danger clearly persists. This will serve us well.
You're persistent, I'll give you that. All right, let's chat.
Elam drawls.
Do you make it a habit to read other people's mail? That letter is personal and private, full of sensitive information.
The letter talks about opening a Dark Brotherhood sanctuary in Blood-Run Cave.
Well, aren't you a fast reader? If you chased after me because of something Council Van Dacia told you, well, he lied. If the Dark Brotherhood sets out to kill you, you're dead. We don't make mistakes. We don't fail. Not ever.
We found evidence beside numerous murder victims, members of the Elder Council that you killed.
I haven't killed anyone. Not recently, anyway. And if you're talking about our calling card, anyone can dip their palm in black ink and slap it on a sheet of parchment. Look, we received no contracts. I'm here on different business entirely.
Who would want to blame the Dark Brotherhood for these murders?
Good question. If you figure it out, let me know. I certainly owe someone for the bruises the Councilor's guards gave me. Now, as much fun as this has been, I really do need to get back to my daring escape. Best of luck with your mystery.
If you really are innocent, come back to the courthouse with me.
Tempting, but no. I detest so-called places of justice.
So it's somebody else entirely. They were framing the Dark Brotherhood. Anybody can dump their hand on black. That's true. Dumping on parchment.
Mercenary from Leyawen has returned. Tell me, were you able to capture the assassin? Or perhaps you killed him in battle once you caught up to him? I am eager to hear the news.
I wasn't able to apprehend the Dark Brotherhood agent, but I recovered this letter.
Allow me to peruse the document, if you will. Proof positive that the Dark Brotherhood is in Blackwood. We must find this sanctuary and destroy it.
The Dark Brotherhood agent denied his organization's involvement. He said he never attacked you.
What did you expect? Such lies fall from his lips like rain from the sky on a stormy day. Villains never freely admit their guilt.
Yep, that's true.
The evidence is right here in this letter. Meet me in Leyawen and we'll share this information with Leviticus.
Where's Governor Keshu? Shouldn't you have more guards?
What? Oh, my personal guard are nearby and these legionnaires are sufficient. You need not be concerned. As for Keshu, she had business to attend to. Gideon business. I saw no reason to distract her from her regular duties. Now to Leyawen. Dark Brotherhood. They must be driven out of Blackwood.
I still can't figure out why they would be targeting us, Vandacia.
Eliminate the threat first. Then we can seek answers.
All of the remaining counselors in Blackwood are gathered here in the castle. Valeria, Vandacia, and myself. While we await the arrival of the scribe I sent for, tell me what you uncovered in Gideon. I'm not sure I agree with Vandacia's assessment.
I found a letter. Talked about reestablishing a Dark Brotherhood sanctuary in Blood Run Cave.
Yes. I remember reports of their presence early in Morikar's reign, but they were driven out. The assassins must see this as the perfect opportunity to reclaim their base, but what does that have to do with Leovic's secret and the ambitions?
I'm not sure. And why are they assassinating the counselors?
Vandacia, Valeria, and I were just discussing that. We think Leovic had each of the counselors unknowingly working on a different aspect of the Ambitions project. They each had access to a piece of the puzzle, but no one but Leovic knew everything.
So someone called upon the Dark Brotherhood to murder the counselors to preserve the secret?
That's our prevailing theory. If the counselors ever came together to compare notes, the truth of the Ambitions would be revealed. To stop that from happening, the Dark Brotherhood was sent to kill my colleagues.
The Dark Brotherhood agent claimed they weren't responsible for the murders of the counselors.
Indeed. Very curious. Still, I'm hesitant to take the word of an admitted killer at face value. Not with so much at stake. Regardless, their very presence still poses a threat to all of Blackwood. The sanctuary cannot be allowed to reopen.
Maybe the coded documents Evely and I recovered can tell us more.
Jirix and Sophis' documents contain information written in Imperial code. I sent for the scribe Aragon, but he has yet to arrive. Until then, the counselors will remain safe within these walls. You have done well so far, and have my thanks. Whatever the truth behind the murders of my fellow counselors, we can't allow the Dark Brotherhood to gain a foothold in Blackwood. I'd like you and Evely to go to Blood Run Cave to ascertain the situation there. Talk to Evely and make your plans.
Shouldn't you send the brigades to deal with the Dark Brotherhood?
Until we know more, I'm not prepared to engage in an all-out war with the Dark Brotherhood. No, better to send you and Evely to investigate the situation. Then we can determine if a more forceful response is warranted.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching.
Hey partner, over here!
My name is Raven from the Sky. If you enjoyed the episode, drop a like and subscribe to the channel and the series grow. Take care, and I'll catch you guys in the next one, alright? Peace.